Hey, it was a big day for the Auburn Tigers yesterday, early National Signing Day. We about to talk about it on C&T Talking Tigers. Let's enter the Tiger Den.
This is C&T Talking Tigers, where talking Auburn football is what we do. Welcome to the Tiger Den.
Hey, you know what it is. This is C&T Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football, what we do. I'm your host, Courtney Chandler. There go Tony Milford right there, making his spectacular entrance as always. Hey, you already know what to do. Follow us. There you see the ticker below, C&T Talking Tigers on Instagram and also on Twitter. And you're watching right now live on YouTube. Hey, it's been an exciting week for the Auburn Tigers football. As you already know, yesterday was early National Signing Day, and we had a good day. We had a really good day. Tony trying to get adjusted here, y'all. He having technical difficulties.
Excuse me.
But it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, we ain't gonna hold it up. We're gonna go ahead and get it into this show here because we know that's what y'all come to do. And thank y'all once again for joining us. C&T Talking Tigers. Hey, all right. So, Tony, looking at 247 and On3, two of the biggest recruiting sites. All right. So, we finished 19th in 247, and then we finished 16th in On3. Man, overall, how you feel about recruiting? We had some steals, we had some flips. It was a pretty good day, especially for Hugh Freeze, his first big recruiting day here on the Plain.
Man, couldn't ask for much. Hey, I mean, it couldn't really ask for much more. If we would have got anything more than what we got, we'd have just been. Compared to the last 3-4 recruiting cycles, I feel really, really good, especially with Harson's last couple of years. One thing I knew about Hugh Freeze, one thing I was always a fan of. I knew the man could recruit, whether it was above board or under the table, by hook or crook, Hugh was gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I was never worried about. When the job came over a couple of years ago, when we gave it to Harson, I was an advocate then for Hugh Freeze because I know he can coach and I know he can recruit. How do I know that? Because look at what we were before we got rid of Harson. Look at where we were before we had Hugh Freeze, and look at where we are now. A 20 rank, a 19 composite. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus, buddy, we got a 21st ranked transfer class, which we only had two transfers, a 4-star and a 3-star. But I really enjoy the class, man. We got our early signing class right now, man. We got 9 4-stars, 14 3-stars. Man, that's big. We got I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I got it right here.
Offensive linemen in one class. Haven't had that many offensive linemen in one class since 2015.
Wow.
Haven't had 4. The last time we signed 4 or more offensive linemen in one class was 2015.
Wow.
That's how we got to this point. That's why people wonder what happened with Auburn. We hadn't recruited offensive linemen for 7 years.
Yeah.
And we wonder why Bo was running for his life. We wonder why TJ Finley kept getting hit in the mouth. And remember, we had blocking for him, worth 2 quarters. So we addressed that, Shout out to Cadillac, Zach Etheridge, Hugh Freeze, the whole staff. Because one thing that they did do that I was impressed with, they got at some guys. And it was a lot of this. Hugh out there flipping, baby.
Well,
My boy flipping, baby. My boy out there flipping them. You hear me?
On the
Hugh Freeze. We out here getting our flip on. Keldrick Falk was committed. I was gonna win with Keldrick Falk either way. He was either going to Tallahassee, but he said, "No, I'm going to Auburn."
Well,
one of the first flippers, Keldrick Falk, 6'5", 240 edge rusher from down there in Highland Home. Got to recruit in the state. Big get for Hugh Freeze. I was big on that young man. There's a double-digit sack guy. He's 6'5", 240 before he even get in the program good, man. That's another Kobe Wooden, Derek Hall / type pass rusher that we just got our hands on right there. It might even be a little more dynamic than those two.
Let's not forget he a top 100 recruit. He 81 nationally. That's huge.
You feel me? Big get. And he play a little basketball too, but Bruce, we ain't gonna worry about that right now. Bruce, stay in your lane. You got enough over there.
Yeah.
Just running down some of the 4 stars we picked up. Big Darren Reed from Carver up in Columbus, Georgia, 6'4", 270. Gonna be an interior lineman. I can see him being 6'4", 285, 290, 300 in no time. So that's gonna be a good 3 technique for us. If we can put some weight on him in the mold of the Marlon, he can play that Marlon Davidson, Derrick Brown type defensive lineman action that we want. Be a run presence and a pass rush presence up the middle, which we have so desperately lacked, and we so desperately need, and we have lacked them for the last few years. Another.
I already know where you going.
My boy Karen Lee from Cedar Grove. We just flipped him from Ohio State. Shout out to Hugh Freeze, Zach Edmonton. We flipping, baby. We flipping. We out here like young Dolph, baby. They looking for Flipper. They see Flipper dancing. Shout out Cedar Grove, 5'11", 185, another nationally ranked cornerback. We're gonna get sticky on that back end, man. Jack Everett. Cornerbacks, I didn't see we didn't recruit a DB under 5'11". We're gonna have size in the secondary. So that's been an emphasis put on. That's gonna be another guy. If he's not playing next year, definitely his second. I see him on the field possibly next season. If not, definitely his second season on the plane. He's gonna be an impact player.
James.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be. Kyan Lee is gonna be a stud for us. And once again, another. My boy Sylvester Smith left him from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? From old Montfort. Another Alabama boy, 5'11", 195 safety, 4-star. He's rangy, he's physical. Gonna like him, man. We can put some weight on him. He's gonna do some big things for us. I like this class a lot. As far as the secondary and on the defensive side of the ball, we address some issues, and we address some issues along the offensive line. Terrence Love from Langston Hughes up in Georgia, 6'3", 195 safety. I told you size has been emphasized in that secondary. We're going to be tall, long, rangy, athletic. So I like another 4-star DB. Zach Edwards getting his hands on, dipping into Georgia. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get them boys out of Georgia. So far, you know what I'm saying? We snatched up 3 4-stars out of Georgia. 2 of our own. Then we got old Wilkie Denard. He was close. Florida State was in the running for Wilkie too. From down in John Carroll in Florida. He's 6'4", 245, another edge rusher. With him and Keldrick Falk in the same class, boy. Woo, doggy, boy.
Nasty.
Woo, doggy, boy. Nasty. I can't wait to see them boys look like in a year or 2, man. That's going to be, woo. I'm loving it. Loving it. And then our last 4-star, for real, Clay Wheaton, from Carrollwood Day down in Florida, 6'6", 300. 6'6", 300 offensive lineman. More than likely, he'll be one of our tackles or one of the biggest guards you'll ever see at 6'6".
Yeah.
So them to run down about 4 stars. We had 3 flips in there. We addressed the defensive line and the secondary. So one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna rush the passer, and we're gonna sticky, and we're gonna cover sticky on that back end. So yeah, I like what we got. I like what we got out of the 4 stars that we signed. And one transfer, Elijah McAllister from Vandy,
And
260. He gonna
yep.
come in ready to play. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Then we get on our 3 stars, hometown hero Braden Joyner
That's
from
right.
right there in Auburn, in our own backyard. He's his family tied to Auburn. He's right there in the backyard. I feel like we should always get the best players from Auburn, Opelika, Central Phoenix City, Smith State, all that
Exactly.
right there.
That's right.
Valley, Lynette, LaFelt. Hugh need to put a lock on that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That
Yeah,
Greater Valley,
absolutely.
that Greater Valley area right there. That he needs to
Absolutely.
put a lock on that, man. He really do. But yeah, 6'2", 330, probably gonna be a center for us. And which we hadn't had good center player in a while. So a center is important. If you don't think about our Ryan Pugh days, you know what I mean? That boy was solid as a rock. A good center is not something to play with, as we learned during the season, having to play 2 and 3 different ones.
Right.
DeQuavius Sorry. We got a receiver from Chipley, out of Chipley, Florida. 6'2",
6'2".
190. He's nice size.
Nice.
He can run a little bit. He attacks the ball very well. We were desperately needing playmakers on the outside, and we went and got one.
Absolutely.
I like the side, like the 6'2", 190. He could very well be 205, 210 in no time if he already got 190 on him coming out of high school. You rock, get him rocked up solid, and he can run a little bit. We can do some things with him. And then we had another.
Well.
Had another flip. My man Connor Lou flipped him from the U. No, I can't stand them no way. 6'3", 280. He's gonna be in. He also plays center, but between him and Brandon Joyner, somebody's gonna play center. Somebody might end up playing guard, or they might just be our 2 centers. Could be our first team and second team center. But one of them boys is gonna be the starting center of the future. Connor Lou, 6'3", 280. Real agile. I like the way he gets down. Real nasty on the interior offensive lineman. Look forward to seeing him on get down and dirty for us. But like I said, I like the flip. We need offensive linemen, and we went and got some. Back in the secondary, Colton Hood, 6'1", 180 cornerback from Georgia. Once again, the size. Look at that size. We got 5'11", 5'11", and now we in the 6'1" range. Who else? Oh, yeah. And we had 5'11", 5'11". We had a 6'3" safety. Now we got a 6'1" corner. So you're seeing what the image and the identity of our secondary is going to be under Hugh Freeze with his first regime and his first look in his secondary. He wants tall, rangy, athletic corners, man. So that's good. I'm big on that. We had another junior college flip. Xavier Miller's 6'5", 320.
Let's go.
6'5", 320.
Say it one more time.
Ready to play. Coming in, gonna be ready to go. Can't wait to see him get started. One of the best JUCO linemen out there. Can't wait he should instantly be a plug and play because our offensive line was horrible. So there shouldn't be anybody who feels like they should have their job just guaranteed to them on that offensive line. Another corner from right there locally from old Locha Poker. Shout out to my cousin head coach Rico Newton. Shout out to Rico from J.C. Hart, a 6'2", 180-pound corner. Once again, that emphasis on size in the secondary. That emphasis on size in the secondary. A 6'1" corner, a 6'2" corner, 5'11" corner, 5'11" safety, 6'3" safety. We're gonna be tall, long. We're gonna be tall and rangy on that back end. So the Roger McQuarries, hey, them boys played ball, but I don't know if they would be, they're a little on the smaller side. We're gonna get away from that. We're gonna get to the prototype NFL size cornerbacks. All right. We went down to Louisiana and got old Tyler Johnson, 6'6", 300. Offensive lineman. I love getting them big uglies, man. That's a need. That's a need. And if he's 6'6", 300 coming out, he shouldn't be too far from being ready to play. He's early enrollee. So we're gonna see him in this. That's the best thing about all these guys. These are all guys that are gonna be that is early sign, and some of them gonna be early enrollee. We're gonna see some of these guys in the spring, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Bryn Williams, 6'4", 245, edge rusher from right there in Opelika. Like I said, we need to get the best players.
Yep. You said it. We need
Need to get
that's
the
our
best players
backyard.
from Auburn, Opelika, Smith Station, Central Phoenix City,
Mhm.
Valley, Lynette, LaFell, all that, man. Lochapoka, Booker T. Washington. They need to eat all that up.
Mhm.
6'4", 245. Man, we getting some nice size on that edge, man. All these guys we getting on the edge, if you hadn't noticed, 6'4", 6'4", 6'5", 245 and up.
Right.
So our team is gonna start to look drastically different than they have before. We're gonna win some get off the bus contests.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Put up
win
a
some get
setup.
off the bus contests.
Put up a setup.
Another defensive lineman on the from JUCO, Quintel J. Martin, the man with the long ass name, 6'4", 280 defensive lineman. Bro, that man got so many names. God dog, Quintel. Great, thank you, that man got too many names, man. They all long too. QJT, what I'm gonna call them. QJT, 6'4", 280, JUCO lineman. Can play inside, can play outside. 6'4", 280. So like we're not bringing in any little guys, man. We bringing in size, NFL potential, SEC caliber players. One of the most underrated signings that we got that I feel is a need that we haven't addressed in a long time is a strong interior lineman presence. That big nasty one technique. We got it in Steven Johnson from Westlake, Georgia. He's 6'4", 320.
That's right.
But gonna be a hard man to move. 6'4",
He like an
320
ember.
in the middle of that D line, man. We
Ember.
seen Georgia look like with them 300 pounders in the middle. It's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with, man. And you know, you round out the class with a quarterback. Every class, you probably need to get a quarterback per class, you know. And we went to Nashville, Lipscomb Academy, and we got old Hank Brown.
Oh, Hank.
Old Hank, 6'4", 195. Old gunslinger Hank. I can't wait to see what Hugh does with Hank Brown. One thing I don't really worry about is in a Hugh Freeze offense and a Hugh Freeze team, I'm not really worried about the skill positions. I'm not really worried about the quarterback. I'm not really worried about running backs and receivers, tight ends, stuff like that. Hugh knows he knows what to do with those.
Right.
Only reason why I worry about the offensive line because it had been so down for so many years, but you see how he comes in and immediately addresses those issues. So and don't forget Rivaldo Fairweather. I almost forgot Rivaldo Fairweather, 6'5", tight end from FIU. Can't forget about him. What a name! He might now that Landon King come back, they're gonna be fighting for the same position, which I like him coming back. Just he a little thin, so maybe he's a big wide receiver more than he is a tight end.
Yeah.
But we need red zone. We need red zone targets and options, and at 6'5", Rivaldo could be a good red zone target for us. We hadn't used our size in the red zone since Sal Canella.
Yeah.
And we didn't even use him enough, if you ask me.
Yeah. He should have got more touches.
That touchdown he caught against Oregon with both he could have done that. He could have did that a lot. If you get to the end zone, I mean, once you get in the red zone, close to that end zone, man, 6'5" is 6'5". He might not be the best route runner. He might not be that fast, but everybody ain't 6'5". Everybody ain't 6'6". Everybody ain't 6'4". You know what I mean?
Right.
And even with the DBs that we recruit, 6'1" corners, 6'3", say 5'11", 6'1", 6'2", they still ain't 6'4". They still ain't 6'5".
Right.
Offensive, you're gonna have 6'4" to 6'6" receiver. You're gonna have tight ends 6'4" to 6'7" even. So they always gonna have the advantage. So having a guy like him and Landon King coming back is gonna be good for the program. We still got some dominoes that could still fall with the late signing period. We know Jeremiah Cobb is still, he's still gonna sign. He's all the way locked in from Auburn. So I'm good with where we are. I am ecstatic. Like we went from nowhere to somewhere in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
So I can
like
only imagine
to like 19 in the matter of 3 weeks.
3 weeks, man. I can only imagine what the man can do with a full cycle out there with his product on the field
Right.
and his pitching in the household, with our staff on the recruiting trail and the product that we're gonna put on the field, man, sky is the limit. Sky is
Mhm.
the limit for Auburn. Which I mean, hey, I thought with Hugh Freeze, the sky would be the limit anyway. I mean, I didn't expect nothing less. I mean, there's still some people that had the talks about comparing recruiting classes of Colorado and Ole Miss and Auburn. I mean, I ain't want to lane no way, and we really compare apples and oranges. There really no comparisons. We're all happy with who Colorado is ecstatic with having Dion. We're all happy with Hugh Freeze. You got to look. Colorado went from winning one game to they're probably a top 30 recruiting class. That's a
Yeah.
miracle in itself. Now, just imagine if he came to Auburn, he probably would have did a little more. But that's neither here nor there.
They did get an offensive lineman that I wanted. He stole one.
Yeah. He snatched one from. He snatched one from. And I mean, but that's neither here nor there. I'm so happy with Hugh Freeze. I'm
Same here.
ecstatic. I am ecstatic for the future. I feel like if Hugh would have been here a little longer, we might could have got that dynamic duo of James.
Yeah.
And, of course, they went to the machine. You know what I mean? They followed the machine, so sometimes it be like that. But hey, it's a lot of them
It
boys.
ain't always good though.
Hey, a lot of them boys go to the machine, and a lot of them boys end up in that portal too.
In that portal.
A lot of them in that portal too. So we ain't
Trey
gonna say nothing. We ain't gonna say nothing. But all I know is we needed this because we are in a conference that has 2 top 5 recruiting classes, 4 top 10 recruiting classes, 6 top 15 recruiting classes, 8 top 25 recruiting classes, if I'm not mistaken. Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee. Then there's South Carolina, us, Mississippi State, and Kentucky. 8 teams in the top 25, and that's not even count Texas and Oklahoma. Oh, and I forgot A&M.
And Florida too.
And Florida. Look at them.
Yeah, Florida was number 10. Yeah.
That's 10 teams in the top 25. We are in a conference that has 10 top 25 recruiting classes.
Yeah.
We damn near got half the top 10. You got damn near half the top 50% of the top 25 recruiting class. We got 40% of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just in our conference. We're in a division with the number 1 recruiting class. LSU might be number 7. A&M's like 14. You have to recruit, and you have to recruit at an elite high level to succeed in this conference. You have to have coaching and you have to have recruiting. If you can coach and you can recruit, you can win.
Here it is. You got Alabama and Georgia in the top 5. Then you got LSU number 7, Tennessee number 9, Florida 12, Texas A&M 13, South Carolina 16. We're right now this 247 right now. 247.
They got that 20.
Then if you go down, you got Arkansas. They in the top 25. Then Mississippi State. They're in the top 25. So that's a lot.
That's 11 teams, bro.
Yeah, 11 teams.
It's like 11 teams. Yep. And Kentucky's like right below the top 25. They might be 26 or 27.
Yeah, well, On 3 got them 33, but that's probably gonna change eventually once everything get recalculated tomorrow.
But I mean, even then, and the only reason why Kentucky ain't high up because there's so many of us in front of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, bro, it's rough out here. So you have to recruit. You have to recruit because
Absolutely.
Kirby ain't stopping. Nick ain't stopping. Brian Kelly ain't playing.
Mm-mm.
Josh Heupel up there doing his thing.
Yeah.
He can coach. Now he's showing he can recruit too.
And Billy Napier, don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on Billy. Billy got a nicer. Florida, it seems like to me, Florida gonna always recruit no matter who the coach is. Florida, it's just something about Florida. It's a lot of them love the Gators. There's a lot of people love the Gators. I don't know if it's the colors or they cool. I don't know, but there's a lot of folks love the Gators.
Yeah,
the swamp. I mean, Now they wearing now they Team Jordan. It's a lot of attraction. It's a lot of attraction to Florida. They always gonna do good. But then you know what I'm saying. Arkansas sneaking up on you. You got Beamer up there making noise at South Carolina. We can't be in the same company as Kentucky, Mississippi State,
Yeah.
Arkansas, South Carolina. We can't be in that. We don't need to be in that realm of the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
When they talk the SEC, they need to talk Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, LSU, Auburn. We need to be Auburn, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn, LSU. We need to be in that mix. We don't need to be in the second half of it. You know what I'm saying? We need to move up. We need to, if we ain't right with LSU and Tennessee, we need to be right there with Florida and A&M. You know, we need to close that gap, man. But this was a good start. This was Hugh's first crack at it. I'm ecstatic. Couldn't be happier. Only thing that would have made me happy if we would have pulled the ultimate flipper and snatched them 2 boys from Montgomery. Outside of that, I ain't mad about nothing, man. I'm ecstatic for the future. I'm ready to see who signs February, and I'm already ready to see what we're gonna look like in the spring. I'm excited for the depth chart in the summer. I'm ready for the season. I'm excited. We got a coach, we got a staff, we got recruiters. Man, it's our time now. It's our time now.
And I think everybody I was listening to Zach Blackerby this morning. Shout out to Zach Blackerby. I listen to him just like every day. You got an invitation to come on, Zach. But he made a good point. It's a lot of excitement. He said he don't believe that it's been this type of excitement for recruiting in probably about 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You know, it's been a long time since we've been excited about who we got. Last year we was a little excited, but this year we ecstatic. Like we just over the top.
Yeah, and that's how bad the recruiting was before that, because we was happy with what we picked up last year.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but this class right here, woo.
Yeah, this class right here, nice. I ain't even lie to you.
Hey, to put together what he put together to get in there and get some of them flips.
Yeah.
Them flips, man, you can't underrate them flips, man. You really can't. That shows that with time, them 5s and them 5 stars and them 4 stars, what we had this go around 14, 9 4-star, 14 3-star.
Mm-hmm.
Next year class, I look for that number to be more 2 or 3 5 stars, 10, 12 4-stars, and a few more 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that year that first year got the Chiswick and he got Cam. And you had that just dramatic change, and Auburn was like top 5 in recruiting. That's how it be.
Man, we had a good run, but we had a good run on recruiting for a couple years with them boys. Yeah. A lot of them jokers ain't paying out, but they was high to rank coming out of high school.
Yeah.
But I believe, but like I said, man, things feel different, man. We feel like, because I'm so much more confident with the coaching staff just because I know, like we was hoping Harsin would do. We was speculating. We know the kind of coach Hugh Freeze is. We saw what he did in Ole Miss. We saw what he did at Liberty. We saw what he did with one of our own.
Yeah.
He took Malik, who we all thought was terrible. Nobody liked Malik. Nobody wanted to see Malik play at Auburn. Nobody. He goes to Hugh. They were talking about Malik being the 1st round pick. Now he was a 3rd round pick, but that's still. You wouldn't have been able to tell me when Malik left Auburn. He ain't gonna never get drafted.
Malik went to the Canadian League.
That boy would have been. Hey, if you'd have had me, he'd have had better odds get drafted into the service than he would into the NFL
or the USFL.
That boy would have been. I would have seen him get drafted to war before I seen him get drafted to play quarterback for somebody. And then Hugh got his hands on him, turned him around.
whole dynamic. Change the
Turn him
whole
around.
dynamic.
Robbie Ashford should be excited. Holden
Mhm.
Grinder should be excited because I've seen Hugh be able to work with both quarterbacks who
Yeah.
can run, quarterbacks who can pass. If you can do both, he really gonna make you a star. But whatever your strengths are, I've seen him lean his offense toward what works for the quarterback, which is gonna be huge. And we still gonna run that ball. I'm excited for Auburn football. I'm excited to have a top 20 class. I'm excited to have 9 4 stars on the roster with possibly 3, 4, 5, 6 more coming in February. Definitely got one more in Cobb. I know we got Cobb coming for sure. And we just gotta wait and see where they'll fall, man. But it's
Lord,
good
please
time.
don't then change. Please.
Nah, he locked in, is locked in, can get it hit grandmama and them, man. They deep in Auburn. They are Auburn family. So he's locked in, is locked in, could be. Only reason why he ain't signed now because at Catholic they like for everybody to sign at the same time. All the athletes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they ain't want to do separate ceremonies. They have everybody sign at one time. So that's the only reason why he ain't signed early is because how they operate at his school. So
Yeah.
he good to go. I've coached it. I refereed him. Since he's probably in junior high. Good young fella, real good, great young man. That boy took that rock. He really can. But like I said, the future is exciting. I'm excited about the future. This was just a glimpse of what we could possibly be at Auburn under Hugh Freeze as far as recruiting. 'Cause like I said, they talking about he's out recruited Harsin. Hell, I'm more impressed with him with this short stint in recruiting as a class since Gus's first couple classes. Because after that, it's kind of some middling classes, but really
Hmm.
excited about the future and the direction because I know the on-field product is going to be totally way different. It's going to be way better. I am not concerned with the on-field product at all because I believe in the X's and O's coach that Hugh Freeze is, and I've always thought he was, and I know he's a great recruiter. He showed it once again today. Oh man,
Very.
quick. Oh man, my phone finna go out. Oh man, I ain't even been paying attention. But like I said, I love what we've been doing with Hugh, and I'm excited for the future.
And as you see, Tony said it. His phone went out, but you got the picture. We're excited about the future for Auburn football. Big day on the plains as far as recruits. We saw, like you said, we had a lot of 4 stars, a lot of 3 stars coming in. Right now we're in 19th according to 247, 16 on 3. Still got a couple more that are in the bag. We just waiting for them to make it official. But definitely looking upward for the Auburn Tigers and the Auburn Tiger football team. Shout out to Coach Hugh Freeze. Shout out to Associate Head Coach Cardinal Cadillac Williams, the whole entire staff there at Auburn for a job well done. You all don't have don't understand. We were 3 weeks ago between 40 and 50 to now be in the top 25 recruiting. That is major. That is major for what they've done. So we should all be excited. We should be getting behind this team. And we should definitely continue to be supportive of the new regime that is there in Auburn with Hugh Freeze and that staff. And of course, we have to mention NIL on to victory. It's working. It's definitely working. On to victory is definitely working, and it's definitely being definitely a help in recruiting as well. So we don't have anything else to talk about today. This is a recruiting focused episode of C&T Talking Tigers. So we thank y'all so much for joining us once again for C&T Talking Tigers live here on YouTube. This is a live episode, and if you missed it or you missed some part, you can always go back and rewatch it, or you can go back and rewatch our previous episodes here on YouTube. C&T Talking Tigers. Hey, remember to follow us on Instagram and also on Twitter, C&T Talking Tigers, and like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, C&T Talking Tigers. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear how you feel about how we did in recruiting on Wednesday. Excuse me. Uh, Brother getting a hungry over here. But we would love to hear from you on how you felt that we did on yesterday in recruiting. Until then, I'm gonna end it as my main man Tony Milford will end it. Thank you all to the people that are watching. God bless you all. Good night. And one more time, we always have to do it when we end this show. A good old War Eagle. Hey, God bless y'all. Good night.